The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. This one started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it out of the shotgun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fires downfield. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Quarterback making adjustments. On third down, going up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pauling. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to throw on third. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. It's Morton. Pocket breaking down. Still looking on the move. Going to try to get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Gonna run it. It's locked. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Running back searching for a hole. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Back to throw, it's Morton. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's locked.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's locked. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he could make the catch.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Finds the tight end. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Leaves it with the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by just 1 over Georgia State. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Got room to work. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The offense lining up for a first down play. Right back to the well. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to throw, it's Morton. Unloads it left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Another incompletion on third down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it! And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. That is just a sideline play. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Going up top again. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete to the right. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Tight end now in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He caught it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Marches ahead. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march 70, 80 yards down the field and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw. It's Morton. He'll take a deep shot here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He might want another play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He fires one deep down the right side. Picked off. Takes it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And what a great job by the defense getting the turnover, but also giving their team an opportunity to kick a field goal here now with just seconds to go in the half.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll need a little distance and defend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Red Raiders will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking downfield, it's Morton. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Douglas. They'll wrestle it down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
The give on the inside. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Missouri. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught close to the marker. It's locked. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Looking to throw on 1st down. The quick out. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. They really don't catch well. But the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver, and usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver is trying to catch it.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking to throw, it's Morton. He's got him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's going up top. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old out in the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Love. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
He wants to change this route. To the air on second down. He's going for it all. Pulls it in down the middle. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. And fire to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They were able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Dropping back, it's Morton. Pulls it in, it's Douglas. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying. A great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Man, this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. They'll They'll try to power their way ahead. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Morton. Gonna take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The give to the back. Still on his feet at the 25. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. The sweet feet buy a little time. Pulls it in, it's locked. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The offense changing the play. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Off the play fake. Moving away from pressure. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. As they open this possession from their own 20. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback making checks. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practiced this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Quarterback will keep it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what does everybody look at? Like, how many games do you win? Who do you beat is important, right? Do you beat your rivals? Like, there's so much more. Do you have the team's ear still? So there's a lot that goes into decision-making, but it was definitely a disappointing season.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
So now it's second and long. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle, it's locked. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Looking downfield on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's Price. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. The home team is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The Wildcats have found something today. Now, I don't know if this is sustainable, but this is what this team is capable of, that's for sure. They're trailing by 21 to Arizona. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get this drive started from the 29. To the air, it's Morton. Here's the pressure. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Wants to throw again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
He's going up top here late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste. To the air, it's Morton. He wants to take the top off. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now is not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
The give. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. He'll set up to throw. And he's got it for the late touchdown, but probably a little too late, barring just an epic finish.
They got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They took it 71 yards down the field. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win.